The relationships among Santanu, goddess Ganga, Bhishma, and Satyavati, along with the accounts of their previous births, form the very foundation of the Mahabharata story. In his previous birth, Shantanu was the great emperor Mahabhisha, belonging to the Ikshvaku dynasty. He performed numerous Ashwamedha sacrifices and Rajasuya rituals, thereby earning immense spiritual merit. Because of that accumulated spiritual merit, he obtained the opportunity to go to heaven. Once, Lord Brahma was holding an assembly together with all the gods. To that assembly, goddess Ganga also came. Suddenly, a strong wind blew, and the sari pallu of goddess Ganga slipped off. The gods and great sages present there respectfully bowed their heads down. But Mahabhisha, enchanted by the beauty of goddess Ganga, kept gazing at her without even blinking of his eyes. Goddess Ganga too looked at him and felt affection for him. Lord Brahma observed the conduct of both of them. He said, "You have not yet renounced human desires, therefore you must be born again on earth as a mortal." Thus he cursed him. Having heard the curse, Mahabhisha became afraid and pleaded with Brahma. He prayed, "At least grant me the boon that I may be born as the son of a great righteous man." Then Brahma told him that he would be born as the son of King Pratipa of the Kuru dynasty. That Mahabhisha was thus reborn as Shantanu. Whomever Shantanu touched would instantly gain youthfulness or serenity. Therefore, he came to be known by the name Shantanu. Since goddess Ganga also responded to Mahabhisha's glances, Lord Brahma became angry and commanded her to descend to the earthly realm, where she would bring him both joys and sorrows, as well as mental anguish. While King Pratipa was performing penance on the banks of the Ganga, goddess Ganga came and sat upon his right thigh. According to the Dharma Shastra, a wife must always sit on the left side of her husband. On the right thigh, only a daughter or a daughter-in-law may sit. That's why Pratipa said, "Since you have sat upon my right thigh, I shall accept you as my daughter-in-law. That is my promise." When Mahabhisha had to be born on earth, he was captivated by the righteousness of Pratipa and chose King Pratipa as his father. That is the reason, in his old age, Pratipa had a son, Shantanu. All this was nature's arrangement to fulfill Brahma's curse. As a result, they were born as Shantanu and goddess Ganga, and were united in marriage. At the same time, the 8 Vasuvus also approached goddess Ganga and requested, "When we are born upon the earth, we wish you to be our mother." She promised them, "I shall be born as your mother, and as soon as you are born, I will unite you with the river, thereby freeing you from the curse." Bhishma was the Vasuvu named Prabhasa in his previous birth. He was one among the 8 Vasuvus. Once, the 8 Vasuvus went together with their wives to the hermitage of sage Vashisht. There they saw the wondrous cow named Nandini, and Prabhasa's wife was enchanted by it. At her request, Prabhasa, with the help of the other Vasuvus, stole that cow. Through his divine vision, sage Vashisht perceived the matter and cursed all the 8 Vasuvus to be born on earth as human beings. When the Vasuvus pleaded with him, Vashisht softened the curse. The 7 who merely assisted would be freed from the curse immediately upon birth, but Prabhasa, the chief instigator of the theft, would have to endure a long, hardship-filled life on earth. The 8 Vasuvus went to goddess Ganga and said, "We cannot escape being born through a human womb, so we wish you to be our mother." Then goddess Ganga told them, "I am destined to marry Shantanu, the son of Pratipa. You be born through my womb." In accordance with the request of the Vasuvus, Ganga became their mother, and she cast the first 7 into the river at birth, thus granting them release from the curse. But the 8th, Devavrata, was stopped by Shantanu and remained upon the earth. Bhishma, for the sake of his father's marriage to Satyavati, took the terrible vow, the Bhishma Pratignya. He renounced his right to the throne and to marriage. In her previous birth, Satyavati was Achoda, the daughter of the Pitru Devtas. Because she developed affection for her ancestor Amvasu and acted improperly, the Pitru Devtas cursed her to be born on earth through the womb of Adrika, the celestial nymph, when Adrika was in the form of a fish. When they cursed her, they also laid down a condition. They declared that Achoda, after being born on earth as a human maiden, marrying Shantanu, and giving birth to 2 sons, would then be freed from the curse and return to the realm of the Pitru-devtas. Adrika, who gave birth to Satyavati, was a celestial nymph. Once, while Adrika was playing water games in the Yamuna river along with other Apsaras, she mischievously grabbed the feet of a sage who was performing his evening prayers and pulled him into the water. Angered by this act, the sage cursed her to become a fish. When Adrika pleaded with him, the sage softened the curse, saying, "You will be freed from this curse once you give birth to 2 children in human form." In brief, Adrika's curse led to Satyavati's birth, and Achoda's curse caused her to marry Shantanu. Shantanu was born king of Hastinapura. First he married goddess Ganga, and later he married Satyavati. By Ganga, Shantanu had only one son, Bhishma. For the sake of his father's marriage to Satyavati, Bhishma took the terrible vow, the Bhishma Pratignya, renounced his right to the throne and to marriage. All these were divine events that guided the course of the Mahabharata narrative. Relationships are formed through karmic bonds from past lives. Hence the saying, Runnanubandha Rupena Pasu Patni Sutlaya, that means, in the form of karmic debts, one obtains cattle, a spouse, children, and a home.